Hello, I am Koby Phillips, the VP of Cloud and Managed Services here at Telarus. And today I am chatting with our SVP of Engineering, Josh Lupresto, about all things Microsoft Copilot and what we know about it. It recently dropped and is available now. Josh, welcome and thanks for joining me to chat.
Happy to be here and happy to chat about anything Copilot, GPT, and drop what I'm doing. This is big. This is big news, man.
Yeah, I think that Microsoft Copilot has been building a lot of buzz and momentum, and people have been waiting for it. So it's pretty exciting that it's here, and I think that there's a lot of excitement about what it can bring and what capabilities it has, the ability to deliver for customers and make things a lot easier. So, Josh, what do we know so far? Right? What are some of the key things that we know about the initial launch?
Yeah, I think the thing that we're seeing is that this is moving fast. We saw OpenAI come out. We all realized you could touch that, you could log into that, you could see really how good it was. And then Microsoft investing into it has already started to productize it. And so I think what we're seeing so far, right, with this coming general availability is its enterprise focus. So they're going to have something around a 300 seat minimum. They might have a yearly commitment, and they might only do it for enterprise agreement customers, right? So they really are trying to focus on that upper echelon, the customers that they know want to move into that, have this unstructured data, can see a million use cases. But the big thing, though, the thing that's interesting, I think, is we're talking about a $30 per user per month uplift from a licensing cost. So there's a lot cooking here, a lot to unpack.
Yeah, the cost, depending on how you look at it, right, can seem minimal for what it can bring to the table, or that could be a lot depending on the size of the organization and users. And that all gets worked out in the conversations with the end users and clients. It's not uncommon either to see something like this start off in the enterprise and then trickle its way down into small enterprise, mid-market, et cetera. For our partners, right, the opportunity, I think there's a couple here to utilize this conversation as a way to open up different conversations with your clients. Now we're seeing a ton of AI productization come on in our supplier portfolio right now. There's going to be a number of webinars that we'll end up jointly hosting over the next couple of months around AI offerings from specific suppliers that we have. This could open up a lot of those conversations. How to get an organization prepared for AI, what type of platform they're utilizing, who's managing it, and how to best optimize it, like any other new technology that comes out. The biggest opportunity, Josh, that I see is the management of and how to get it implemented in. A lot of clients are going to be trying to figure that out. So it's no surprise they're starting off the enterprise where those guys have more robust internal teams. But as it trickles down, which it will do quickly, I think this is going to be a quick mover, unlike some of the other technology adoption that we've seen in the last few years. I think this one's going to go fast. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, I think it is because this is kind of the early, when cloud was first born, you had all the executives that said, "Hey, we need to go to that. We need to move to this model. We need to move to a predictable model," right? And that growth is still happening, and that pedal really hasn't let up at all. This is a whole nother level because the efficiencies that can be improved on this, the processes, the manual things, this is the better way to do things. Think about what this is if you're not familiar, right? We're talking about potentially up to 1 trillion items that this language model is trained on. So you have all of that brain trust of everything in there, but now you have companies that are being tasked of, okay, how do we work with that? How do we make sure that our data doesn't get publicly out there? How do we leverage the power of this language model, keep our data private, but empower our workers to be more effective? So maybe that is build a large language model that is specific to a certain business that they can ask questions, sales forecast, this data, that data. There's so many different flavors and so many different ways to do it. To your point, people are going to need help. Who knows how to build a vector database? Who knows how to make sure that this information doesn't go back into the model and keep it private? I think the good thing in this, right, is that we've already got suppliers that have AI related consulting and engagements productized and ready to go.
Yeah, I think that's the exciting, again, opportunity for our partners and our channel and driving through that thought leadership, right? Bringing this up to your clients, having the conversation. The other thing that happens is a lot of companies aren't ready for AI, meaning their infrastructure hasn't been modernized, their data sets aren't in an organized fashion that they could really utilize these type of products. The other thing too, right? Going back to Microsoft Copilot, I'm sure IBM Watson's out there somewhere going like, we've been doing this for a long time, right? But the difference, in my opinion, on these two is IBM Watson has always been kind of that deep behind the scenes machine learning AI components and producing some really great results, but at a really complex level. What Copilot essentially does is put AI into like that day-to-day, like writing your emails, helping with your PowerPoints on the front end, on top of all the complex things that it does on the back end and the machine learning analytics, getting everything ready, like you said, better sales forecasting, better market predictions, all of these things that really should take a lot of guesswork out of everything for a client. However, if their data is corrupted or their data is not organized in a manner that it can be gotten to, for lack of a better term, in an easier manner, then it's really not going to be useful. And that's the other big opportunity. This could open up a ton of new projects and opportunities within the client to get ready for AI if this is what they want to have. So having that conversation now, putting it on their roadmap, especially if you're looking for what we start to deem as a perception changer. You've sold network, you've sold collaboration. Now you're wanting to go in with different conversations, and you start to get plug these type of things in. Like, hey, what do you think of that Microsoft Copilot? Where do you see this fitting into your organization, et cetera, et cetera? And then grabbing the resources that are here available at Telarus, your team leading the charge on that, Josh, our suppliers coming in over the top. It's going to be a really good thing, I think, to open up a lot of new conversations outside of just what the core AI one is.
Yeah, couple thoughts on that. We are going to have to help the customers visualize themselves in the house, right? When you're moving into a house, you want to stage a house so people can see what it's going to be like. Think about if you could go into Microsoft Word and have a little conversational, write me a report or a quantitative or a qualitative assessment on XYZ that I need to present to the board. Go into Excel, and I did Visual Basic in college, but I don't remember any of that stuff. Write me a VB macro for Excel that does this, this, and this. Okay, boom, here's your code incorporated. And PowerPoints, right? PowerPoints take a lot of work. We all live and breathe that. Imagine a little conversational box right there in PowerPoint. Build me a 7-slide PowerPoint, with a modern edge that says this and this and this. And so a lot of that work can be done and created and started. And I think once we can help businesses understand what some of the possibilities are or why, and to your point, it's only as good as the data that it sits on top of, in addition to what the power of the LLM does. Absolutely. And to your point about the SE team, look, we're trying to get in front of this. We've already got some multiple pure play AI certs. The team is diving in deep of this. There's 30 plus certs I think that we have on the team already, across the different provider sets that have a flavor of AI, let alone some pure play AI certs. So we're ready, we're excited, and we know this is just going to be a flood of engagement.
Yeah, I would say that we're fully all in, right, on AI and making sure our partners are always kept up to speed on what the newest rendition are, what's dropping, Copilot being that right now. But again, AI guys, great conversation points with your clients because it affects every single major swim lane of technology. Customer experience, cybersecurity, obviously cloud and infrastructure, data sets, et cetera, all the way through your network, really, as you start to think about like some of the major components to some modernized networking and even data center sets. So this is a huge topic that's not going anywhere anytime soon, and will continue to open up doors that can get us into new places within our own customer accounts. So thank you guys for joining Josh and I today. Josh, any final remarks as we head out of here?
Buckle up and be ready, and we're here to help. This is exciting. I'm going to argue one of the most exciting paradigm shifts that we've ever seen. So we really want to help.
As always, guys, as Josh just put it, we're always here to help. Look for new videos, new content, more education stuff coming out of us. And if you need anything in the meantime, you all know where to find us. And we look forward to helping with you any opportunities that you may have. So thank you guys, and have a great rest of your day.